We're continuing on with the house project here, and honestly, I've been slacking this week. All right, we made a big push last weekend to get the cement block piers in. Mission accomplished. And I was planning on starting on the framing for the back porch this weekend, but then my dad pointed out something. And that's, we've got a lot of little details, things we need to do on the back side that they're gonna be way easier to do right now while there's no porch to deal with, while we can get to everything. Okay, so that's what we're working on today. We're just gonna work on little details. And one thing I did accomplish this week though, okay, this area here I've been setting up for a paint area, turning the front bedroom into a paint room. All right, so I've got a little stand here built up, just throwed it together, sitting on a couple of sawhorses, getting up materials. Okay, for the windows, I'm gonna have a lot of detail work, trim work to do for the windows. All right, and not just the trim that's gonna be on the outside of the windows, but the windows themselves. All right, these are gonna be stained. These are wooden sashes. Okay, the outside of the sashes are gonna be painted. They came from the factory already pre-primed. All right, so I'm gonna need to put paint on that. I'm gonna need stain on the inside. I got a lot of windows. Okay, that's gonna take a while, and it's gonna be a slow, tedious process. So I wanted to go ahead and do everything I could to make that as easy as I could. Okay, so built the stand here to hold the sashes while I'm working on them. And this is something I can stop by, a couple nights a week during the evening and just try to knock out a window or two per week. And eventually, like everything else with a project this size, just keep my head down, keep working, and eventually one day I look up and it's done. I don't know what year it'll be, but eventually. All right, so let me get to work on this backside here. And the first place we're gonna start is with this access door. As you can see, it's in pretty rough shape. All right, well, this is gonna be a lot easier to get to now than after there's a porch sitting right about here. Working on today will be good. Yeah, here comes the rain. just don't work. Yeah. Okay, we had a rain delay there. Actually, we had a really good storm roll through here. So, hey, it cooled things off. But ironically enough, that's why we added the extra course of brick to the crawl space. Okay, if you notice, the old door I took off, it was right at the bottom. Access doors for crawl spaces are almost always rotten at the bottom. They rot from the bottom up, and it's generally because the bottom stays in contact with the masonry. Masonry holds water. Okay, but we also have the issue of water building up right at the access door and oftentimes just staying there. Okay, right here. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Low spot because there's no gutters on the house. So we basically got a little trench running down the side of the house here, backside. Okay, we want to raise the level of the soil up, topsoil. Okay, we want it sloping away from the house so water runs away from the house. What to raise it up, we needed the brick a little bit higher. Okay, and that's, I think, one area so many people run into as far as moisture problems. It's the slope of the soil around the house. You've got to move the water somewhere, and you want to divert it away from the home. Okay, so that's why we came in here today and didn't start on the porch, so we could take care of all these little details. It's going to be so much easier to not only replace the access door here, put a new one in, add the extra course of brick, but also to build up the soil here a little bit, which this isn't going to be critical. It's going to be under a porch. This porch is going to have a roof, but still, while we're here, let's go ahead and level this out some, and just, it'll last that much longer in the future. Okay, now at this point, I would love to spend what little bit's left of this day, maybe 30 minutes of it, maybe an hour, and just keep going on the framing for the doors for the crawl space access. Right, the problem is, part of my tar paper blew up a couple nights ago. Well, with this big rain we just had, it was an absolute mess. And I've got water standing here in the addition. Hey, this is all about moisture today, I guess. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get the wet dry vac, clean up some of this mess. And I've got Advantech on the flooring. And the reason I went with Advantech is because I'm slow, and I know I'm slow. And I knew I was gonna be a while getting the roof done and all that stuff. Okay, Advantech holds up really well to moisture. Okay, that's not why I'm not worried about what I've already done on this exposed on the back porch that I've already added on. It's Advantech on it. Okay, so it can handle some rain. All right, but I still just don't want water standing on it. It's still not good for it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get busy with the wet dry vac, and hey, might work on some windows after that. Okay, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get for today. And yeah, I was thinking hard about going ahead and starting on the windows tonight and staining those, taking some of the stashes out. It's been a great evening for it, but I think I'm about done. It's been a long day, even though I did get a nice little rain break in there. Okay, so for this week, first week of August, didn't get a whole lot accomplished, but yeah, I got a lot of little details, and I guess that's the most time-consuming part on an extensive remodel like this, building a house, whatever. It's just all the little details. You know, the stuff where we can just, you know, throw down some 2x6s and nail them and go, that goes pretty quick. But these little details, they get you and they're time-consuming. Oh, and on the roof. Yeah, I went with tar paper on the addition. I know there's better stuff now. Now being the key word there. I didn't know there was better stuff a couple of months ago whenever I put tar paper down. That's just what we'd always used. Okay, I wish I'd have went with the other stuff. And the reason I hadn't already, you know, roofed it, shingled this anyway. Well, I'm fixing to do the roof on the backside for the porch, and you know, I figured just wait to get it all at one time, which at this point I might go ahead and just get a roofer in here, or at least get a quote. Anyway, something scratched my head on. That does hurt my feelings when the floor in here on the new addition gets wet every time it rains, and it's raining a lot here lately. So, and my tar paper, it ain't looking too good. It just don't hold up like it used to. Anyway, that's just some more stuff to work on this coming week. This week, though, we got the little details around the back, just like what I was showing you with the access door. That's so much easier to go ahead and do that now while we can get to it. Okay, so go ahead and finish that out this coming week. And then with any luck, hopefully, I will actually start framing on the porch this coming weekend. I'm just going to have to play it by ear this week, see how it ends up. All right, God bless and have a great day.